It's a Miata.
It's a Miata.
It's a Miata.
It's a Miata.
It's a Miata. What are we doing to this Miata?
It's technically an MX5. Well, first of all, we gotta introduce people who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my name is, and that name is, and then
insert
this is mechanicbuilt. Yeah. Insert here. Welcome to mechanicbuilt. This is a channel where everything automotive happens. So don't forget to like and subscribe if that's your kind of cup of tea. Now with that being said, right? Like I said, we said earlier, antenna. I forgot these things had them. It's a 2024 for God's sake, and we still have an antenna, Jared.
So we are here today. We're gonna work on this MX5, and it's got some goodies in the trunk.
I'm trying to take the antenna right now. Maybe I should just leave it. It's carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber?
It's carbon fiber.
Oh, we need that. Yes, our high quality performance H&R. What? What are we doing exactly, Nick?
Lowering Springs.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, right? H&R is actually a company that's been around for quite some time in the aftermarket industry. However, these were about 240 bucks on Amazon. And that's where our buddy who has this car bought these from, was Amazon Prime to him for his car to lower it about 1.5 inches, so they claim.
So let's be a little more specific. Most people think Lowering Springs, they see the pictures. This isn't gonna be the whole strut. This is literally just the springs. We're gonna use the stock struts, and we're gonna snack it all back together, and it's gonna lower it 1.5 inches, right?
Yeah, this is not coil lovers, nothing. Yeah. This is just lowering springs. But yes, lowering springs, Mazda, right? Miata. Miata?
Zoom, zoom.
Miata. Miata.
Miata.
Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom.
How did I get dirty already? All right, we're gonna see what the springs claim. What was about 1.5 inches. Try not to hit the car. And the camera cannot see it. Let me give me a second here. So we're going to check the height right now. The H&R Lowering Springs claims to lower this thing about 1.5 inches. We are currently at 26.5. And that should put us about 24, which is gonna be pretty much on top of our tire here. There.
Yeah, it's gotta be on the ground, Nick.
Put it on the ground would be really helpful. We're gonna see how these springs work, the fitment of the tires on our Miata, and see if it's actually a really good deal. On top of that, we're also going to see if the ease of installation is nice. We're gonna take a crack and open up those springs, right, Jared?
Yeah, we're gonna take some crack.
Yeah. You do that on your own time, bud. What I want you to do is go look at those springs and see if they're actually worth it. Because remember, he got them from Amazon Prime.
Yes, but from a reputable company. And that's the difference.
True.
He didn't buy no Max speeding rods.
Everyone watching this video is gonna be wondering if the reviews are actually worth it because it only has like 2 reviews. Again, we'll see if they're worth it.
We've done our big reveal, we've talked about it, now let's see the product. Bam!
All right, look at that.
We have instructions. Wait, there might be a sticker in there.
Wait, it says it's in Germany, but there's an American flag?
What? What?
Yeah.
They love America.
They love America. Oh, look at that. That's this is not like some chintzy, like.
No, and it talks about doing the spacers because you probably have to do the spacers. Yeah, and there's no H&R sticker, so I'm kind of disappointed.
I mean, it at least says 100% made in Germany.
Front springs F or VA.
So I got R, 2 VAF, 2 VAF, 2 HRR, or 2 HAR. Yeah, so those are the rears, these are the fronts.
But I'm a little disappointed. We got American flag, but we didn't get an H&R sticker. All right, ready to slap these in?
Sure.
All right, what else you got to add there, bud?
We have to remove this baby trunk that could fit 1/4 of a hooker in here, because literally I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all she wrote. And start taking out all the fun stuff in here. Hand me a good pick, sir. I'm probably gonna need a pick here. Dude, how can you fit a human body in here when it has a, I know this is by law, but this has a little trunk release thing. I mean, children, I guess.
I was about to say, do you forget they're small humans?
Yeah, I forgot there are small humans, but still.
Just because you don't have any goblins doesn't mean other people don't.
Yeah, but those goblins are so small enough that they can't read open yet. That's the messed up part.
That's why it glows in the dark and it's shiny.
They're just gonna think it's a nightlight. Dude, you gave me all the tools. So before we lift it, what we're doing, right, is trying to get to the strut towers here in the back. Oh, by the way, if you're gonna take out the lining, you're gonna take out all the lining. All right, Jared, I'm gonna have you take over from here, and then looks like you're gonna take out some of this bracing off. But do we want to lift it and then put it on jack stands and then brace it? I think that'd be the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. Your subframe is a jack point, so that's awesome. Doesn't feel like I'm doing anything.
I mean, this car weighs about 2,000 pounds.
With you in it about 3.
I don't like where this is going.
Bam.
All right, front time.
No, gotta go from the side of the car.
Okay.
I guess we just gotta do one side at a time.
I think that should be good. That's just cheating.
Line up the jack pad because I can't see over there. There we go.
Guess there's a first for everything.
Hey, work smarter, not harder. Oh, righty then. Put all my bolts in a nice, neat pile. And so we just, bam. Okay.
Easy. So clean.
So fresh. So clean. Yeah, he's got painted bolt.
The tire underneath the car, so we be safe.
It's just one bolt.
Just one bolt, and then the 2 bolts or 2 nuts on the top. This should be able to drop. There's plenty of room back here in order to drop it. So this should be fairly easy to get this to this sucker.
Yeah, and we're probably gonna have to take apart some of the suspension because, you know, it's a shock. And it's putting tension on everything right now, and that's about as low as it gets.
Back ones are usually fairly doable.
We'll see who's right. Oh, righty. I think you do the top first. That one I'm hoping I can get with a universal and a 14. Sadness. There we go. And that one I'm not looking forward to. May I proceed?
Fine. I cracked it loose at least.
Okie dokie. Dismounted from vehicle.
Let's see if we can break it loose with the,
What, you want to try the ratchet?
Yeah, well, why not?
Where is it? To the thing.
Okay. This is gonna be fun.
Really, it's just this bar that's gonna come out. It's just this bar right here on the bottom. It's got like fancy racing suspension stuff, so like upper, lower, and then it's got like this third one that got some fancy name.
I got one. Didn't have to take anything else off. We got the McPherson struts off of our MX5. So here's the spring, but before we put on the spring, you might be familiar with those weird rental tools for spring compressors that can end up getting sketchy, and you might have yourself a time bomb. We're gonna go ahead and try this spring compressor that honestly had really good reviews on Amazon, and if it works out, well, of course, like any of our videos, links are gonna be in this description. So
Heavy duty.
Yes, heavy duty. It is the Bill Tools Heavy Duty String Strut Compressor. What's honestly really cool here with this tool, it kind of clamps on here, that way this won't eject itself off of your coil spring. You can still use an impact on here in order to lengthen or shorten this. All you got to do is we're going to compress right over here and about right over here so we don't damage this plastic piece here. And hopefully it doesn't grenade on us. Let's try not to die.
So what you're saying is you should have put that on beforehand.
No.
Yep.
Honestly, besides having like a strut compressor stand, this was honestly really easy. So this is a stock MX5 MX5 spring, and then this is our H&R lowering spring right here. Voila, we got one lowering spring. You happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so Jared's gonna do the next one.
Yay. Power! Yeah, I like this tool. It's actually a good tool. This thing, I see the point of it, but also kind of gets in the way, not really. But you're supposed to set it up for your spring. And it's supposed to go in like this, and then you set it up for your in and out. And this is one more protection device. Do a big old spring.
The link is in the description below.
Quality tool.
Now, were the labels towards the front or the back? Oh yeah, the nut, the welded nut. Oh wow, look at that. So much easier. We're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, like you said, it's always going back in. You realize this shit too.
Go ahead and put the nuts on.
Yeah, I can put nuts on. All right.
Okay.
They're on, but not on.
There you go.
You cannot talk it because you can't even get a
Hey,
talk
these are German springs. You know what that means?
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Welcome to day 2, because this is, you know, mechanic built.
And they're like, why are you taking 2 days to do this?
Yeah, but filming. McPherson coil thingies, correct?
A spring replacement for McPherson struts.
We're just gonna go ahead and take off the front here and then just change them out. That's as easy as it is. So, you know, this job's supposed to be easy, so we need gun of torquing.
Forgot you used that one instead of the big one.
Yeah, chromie socket, the cardinal sin.
Which you stopped doing after we broke like 3 of them in 1 week, but
We never broke 3 of them in 1 week.
it was like 1 month.
It was like a month, yeah. Let's see if it's the same bolt as it is in the back. What was it, 17?
It's still out.
Yeah, there you go. Are the top 17? No, they are not.
It should be 14.
These are not the droids I'm looking for, bud. You know, just because you said it's
14.
easier, it's not gonna be easier. You know that?
You know why it's easier? Because the suspension's designed to go up and down. So we don't have to unbolt any extra stuff because the suspension's already made to do that.
Hold up.
So all I gotta do is unbolt the top and drop the whole thing down. You ain't gotta do the bottom first.
Okay, there's an actual nut.
There you go. Unfortunate.
Yeah, because you said it was gonna be easier.
All right.
Ooh, right. Yeah, the whole upper control arm is gonna get removed.
Why, yours is still stuck? Let me see.
Oh, never mind. I see what you did. My brain wasn't braining. I didn't get my coffee or caffeine this morning.
This lowering spring is actually longer, but the spring rate should be different. So there's more coils on this one because the spring rate's softer. You got it backwards, but it's easier.
Yeah. Can you get the bolt started on the top for me?
Just don't leave them loose. I almost did that.
Baby tire.
I'm saying there's no reason, like they saw the disassembly is like, we weren't doing a tutorial on it, so it's not like they need to see, this bolt goes into this hole. This plastic clip, it go into that hole.
Why do you hate tutorials so much?
Cause I find them useless. And then I give it a little,
Big man in a little car.
in the little hole. In the little hole of the little car.
Figure out where the, oh yeah, that's right, the light goes around here. Now it's all coming back to me. Yep, I already see where I messed up. I think this
I think it does.
needs to go underneath that though. Trunk complete. Make sure I don't have any, yeah, I don't have any extra plastic rivets, so. We're done here.
You have enough wood?
Yeah. Nice. Ready for this beer math? I honestly forgot what the measurement was beforehand. Kind of leaning, we're not on the flat ground anymore. It's just under 26 inches, so it's almost 25 and a half here. Over 25, so almost 25 and a quarter here. Yeah, it's definitely lowered. So this back here, because I know we didn't measure the back, this is 26. That's about 26 1/4. What do you think of those H&R springs?
I think Amazon did them good.
And the stance is honestly really good, especially with these aftermarket wheels. There was a huge gap here before, and the gap's actually a lot tighter. Looks way more sleeker than it does when it came in here. If you're looking to buy some lowering springs from Amazon, definitely try these ones out. I know this car isn't owned by either Jared or I. The guy that owns a Miata, I should say MX5, it's not a Miata. We see him every time. If you guys are interested in a long-term review, definitely comment below because we'll hit him back up and see how well these springs hold up, how the ride comfort is, and we'll kind of tell you guys all that. But with that being said, my name is Nick.
And I'm Jared.
And this is Mechanic Built. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all the things. Do all the things, Jared.
Do all the things.